Thank you for joining us today, sir. May we meet you?
Yeah, thank you and good morning. My name is Engineer Larry Yusuf. I'm the Director of Information Technology and Identity Database for the Commission.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us.
It's a
You
pleasure.
looking awesome this morning.
Thank you. Probably the rain.
Yeah, it's been
well.
very, very wet today,
Yeah,
but it's good. It's all good. Gives us good weather today. Okay, so quick one, sir. We are looking at the transformation that's happened since the assumption of office of the DG CEO, Engineer Abisoye Kuka-Odushote. And we know that this transformation cuts across all operations in Nimc, and particularly at the IT department. Please, can you shed light on the NIMS middleware upgrade?
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's absolutely correct to say that there have been a lot of transformation going and ongoing. Since the adoption of office of our digital DG, Engineer Abisoye Kuka-Odushote. So rightfully, I think she came with a mission, and the mission is to place the commission at a more responsive and more technologically ready agency. And that has informed some of the transformation that everybody has seen. And you know what comes with change? Usually change is not comfortable. You get some resistance, and change is usually trying to do things differently. Okay? And coming with those mindsets, we've seen changes in some of our solutions. Because Nimc is an IT warehouse, it's an IT shop, everything we do here is driven by technology. So rightfully so, the enrollment software has to be upgraded, the processes have to be upgraded. We know that we have the middleware, the backend, and also the front end when it comes to the software. All these things are happening at the same time. So we are having a massive transformation. And when that happens, there will be obviously disruption of service. So it's going to get a little bit bumpy, right? And so you could tell because some of the services might be down because we're trying to apply the upgrade. But back to your question on the middleware and the backend. Yeah, there have been the ABIS upgrade, which is the automated biometric information system. That's talking of the backend. Whereby all the biometrics captured from the front end are being processed. And so the license initially was at 100 million. That needs to be scaled up to 250 million, which the DG has successfully done. And also, we look at the middleware, which is one of our key components of processing incoming record. So there is also an upgrade in the middleware. Then we'll also look at the front-end application, whereby we have the enrollment software, which is the Windows and the Android, and now we also have the contactless. All those processes are happening at the same time. And by extension, also, we have some improved services. One of them is the self-service modification, whereby people at the comfort of their own home or offices can make updates to their record. You can correct your date of birth, which is, and I specifically choose that term correct because we see people trying to say that if you want to change their date of birth, you cannot change something that has happened.
Yes.
Okay, your date of birth happened, and it will usually happen once in a lifetime. So we also acknowledge that people don't keep appropriate records. So it's possible that you didn't get the date right when you were born. So you can come and correct it, and the correction is not only one in a lifetime.
Yes.
But you can do changes to your name, to your address, to your phone number. These are dynamic things that can change based on your lifestyle or your movement or whatever the case may be. So, a lot is going on, but I think we are marching to the right place, which is in line with the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's objective, that is 8-point agenda, to make sure that NIM is central to all government services. So,
no, that's beautiful. Something caught my attention. You said because of the upgrade that is constantly happening, some of our services experience bumpy ride. You know, a lot of people think, because I want to access so and so. Nimc, as they always put it, Nimc network is down. They just try to access certain services, experience a hitch, and then they just run along with it, saying Nimc network is down. And I like the fact that you're clearing this statement today that regardless of the upgrade we're going through, our services keep going. Yeah, you may experience, some bumpy, right? Some system maybe slow down. It's not going shut down.
Yeah. I mean, you are absolutely right, and I use that bumpy intentionally because, again, for example, if you are in a flight, you are traveling from point A to point B. So if you hit the turbulence, the plane shakes and move around, but you still get to your destination.
Exactly,
right?
my
so
point.
Likewise, when you think of technology, Nimc also rely on partners. There are platforms that will rely on. One of them is network. We're not responsible for network.
Mm-hmm.
So when there is a service fluctuation from the network provider, what happens to our service? You will feel the impact.
Exactly.
Also, power. We don't control power. Okay, so though we have alternate power that we switch to, but all this there are dependencies I would rely on. And also, we should also be very aware of this, that technology is not 100%. Okay, so the 99.9%, those 0.001% might happen when you actually need the service. So, and
exactly.
it's human, also it's a human concept that when you don't get what you want, what do? You go about making a big deal out of it. But services are up. You can tell if you are well traveled, you need to renew or get a new passport. You know that that's not possible without having a national identification number. Not only having a national identification number, that number must be verifiable. But there must be a real-time verification between immigration and Nimc. The student loan is the same. Income, the same linkage is also the same. You cannot get a new SIM or get a welcome back, or all those services rely on validation of name. Yes, and the recent also issues with the SIM rate is because of moving from an old platform to a more reliable, resilient platform. So those things happen one in a blue moon. So we apologize for the inconveniences, but the services are up, the telcos are back on, and we are providing.
The services are actually up because the NIN authentication app is just on the go.
Exactly, and that's what I'm going to get to. The NIN authentication is one of the solutions that put control back to the citizen. So now you have control of your data. You can share your data based on your need. You can also deny enterprise or agency viewing your data if you think that you don't want that service. So that's the essence of NIN auth. And also you can pull in your ID, digital copy that can be shown, that can verify or authenticate who you are in real time. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, sir, for
very welcome.
That educative information you just put out there. This goes a long way to, reshaping and reorientating some of NIN holders who may be having difficulties understanding some of the services.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. And then, what do you think, what do you foresee in future with this NIMS upgrade?
Well, it can only get better. Okay, the whole intention is to make sure that we are being proactive. Okay, we are thinking beyond today to make sure that we have resilience, we have encryption of data security, both in transit and at rest, and also to make sure that we keep improving the response time to requests, because since NIM has become the central or focal point of getting government services, we see increase in traffic. And when that happens, you have to also provision, make upgrade to your existing infrastructure to make sure that you're able to accommodate this influx, this traffic. So that's why we have the network infrastructural upgrade as well, to make sure that our network environment are secure and are also available to provide services to the citizens. And also, DG have done excellently well in making sure that the collaborative effort with stakeholders, the harmonization and integration is going well. We are talking with INEC, with NYSA, with student law, with humanitarian when it comes to servicing the poorest of the poor. So it's an ongoing process. We are working, and DD is making the environment conducive for both staff and citizens to ensure that services are provided.
Oh, it is safe to say she's a digital DG.
An able digital DG.
Yeah. It's just there. The records is there. It's beautiful. Since her assumption of office, it's been one transformation after the other, and there's just so much you hear of. And then, do you think in the nearest future, like say, I don't want to put a number to it, but do you think Nimc is capable enough to capture the whole of Nigeria?
Absolutely. Even there's a presidential directive, recent presidential directive, whereby we are supposed to go into the world level.
Oh, great.
To extend enrollment to the world level. So right now what we're doing is that we're not actually waiting for people to come to us. We are going to where they live at the world.
How do you intend to do that?
We are collaborating with the NYSA, the youth corporate. We are collaborating.
Engaging the youth
corporate and also our existing front-end partners, through the ID for the project to make sure that resources are available and also that everybody's captured within a certain time frame. I think the target is by the end of the year. So, and we're starting hopefully in August, and we intend to capture about 95% of the citizens.
Does that mean there's a mobile enrollment system?
It's all mobile, Android, because you have to be able to move from one country to another.
Yes.
We have a school feeding program also, whereby all pupils in all schools will be captured into the national identity database. So a lot is going on.
This is amazing. That means my grandma in the village can be captured.
Yes, we can use your grandma as a example. Let her stay where she is. She doesn't have to come to the local government or anywhere. We will get to her at the world level.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much today for coming.
Thank you.
And shedding a lot of light on some of the things that may be, a little hard to understand to Nigerians. And I want to make sure that before you leave here today, you're letting Nigerians know and be, giving them assurance that their data is secure with Nimc, because there's this notion flying around that Nimc database can be compromised. Nimc database has been compromised. We had a lot of these stories.
Well, thank you. I think it's very important to let the citizen know that their data is secure and protected.
I mean, coming from the director, IDD,
absolutely. And you should understand also, there's national security implication to data breaches. These are citizen data. They are well protected. We don't use cloud services that don't terminate in Nigeria. We don't share our data with foreign bodies. It has to go through a licensed verification partner that is local. And also, the Nimc has also guaranteed to put the citizen the right of data sharing back to the citizens, so that you can get notified if your data is being shared to an agency probably that you are not aware of, or that you are aware you can give consent. So consent back to citizens. And there's also need to be that understanding that you cannot have data and just lock it up. It's of no use to having data and people cannot have access to it. But the difference here is that the access must be authorized access. There must be access control. There must be access level. There are access rights. There are also logs. There are reviews, and all these international best practices are put in place to make sure that citizen data are secure.
That means,
and also by extension, people like all this fake news going around AI generated
I was
news.
going to say that.
So we need to be careful of what information.
How you
that
share
we-
your data
Exactly,
online.
exactly.
It's true. It's true, because that's a very quick way to steal people's data, and then they now put the blame back to the data holder, which is the National Identity Database. Thank you so much for shedding this light, and I hope Nigerians are listening and they are, taking note of this. Sir, what advice will you give to people, citizens who still do not believe in the need to have a name?
Well,
the NIN.
unfortunately, I don't know. I want to be very direct. If at this point you don't have your name, I really pity you.
Yeah.
I pity those who don't have
Because,
name because this is a gateway to services.
It's almost gateway to almost everything right now.
Exactly.
Even the farmer in the village.
Farmer in the village, even the sharing of rice, the subsidy on rice and stuff is tied to the NIN.
You mean
if you are the well-traveled, you can't renew passport or get a new one without passport. No exemption.
Of course.
Because there's no waiver on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So also the poorest of the poor, if you
who might think there is no need for NIN.
Everybody needs a name. So I think it's high time everybody just put on their shoes and get ready to visit the nearest enrollment center. And if you are unable to do that, we are coming to you. We are coming to the ward level. So when we come calling, just show up.
Did you hear that? Just show up and get captured.
And NIN is free. Okay, you get enrolled for free. It is a free service. It's a government. It's an intended goodwill service by the government to make sure that everybody is captured. FOC, free of charge.
Oh.
Though they say there's nothing free in Freetown.
It's actually free because I registered mine for free.
There's something free in Nigeria. NIN is free.
NIN is free.
Yeah.
I got mine for free.
Exactly.
I got mine for free.
Also, mine is free.
So thank you so much for having reached out to us today. We're looking forward to more of this with you. I hope you wouldn't mind when we call you.
Absolutely, anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.